Hey, come see us on tour. We'll be in Chicago, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Duluth, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta, Jacksonville, Florida, Tempe, Arizona, and Burbank, California. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for those tickets. Want to hear something weird about Tim Walz? This is his wife. And, of course, he's the governor of Minnesota, and that was the hotbed, birthplace of the protests. George Floyd got killed. That was where it happened, Minneapolis and Minnesota. And get this. So his wife was being interviewed, and you're not going to, maybe you will believe this, maybe you won't believe this. Here, let me see. Let me see how we get this going.
I would say those first days, when there were riots, I could smell the burning tires. And that was a very real thing. And I kept the windows open for as long as I could because I felt like that was such a touchstone of what was happening.
Okay, I think I need to play that. What she's saying is she kept the windows open in her own house so she could breathe in noxious gas from burning tires, so she could show solidarity. Well, she doesn't use the word solidarity. I'll play it again.
I would say those first days, when there were riots, I could smell the burning tires. And that was a very real thing. And I kept the windows open for as long as I could because I felt like that was such a touchstone of what was happening.
That was a touchstone. That was a touchstone. Smelling burning tires. You know what? Republicans are weird. Not Democrats. It's weird if you want to leave your windows closed when there are burning tires nearby. You want to breathe that in so you'll remember to check with your lung doctor in the morning to get a CAT scan. Weird. I think this is like the Smellgate scandal. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I have to look over here. Yeah, this is like and I'm not supposed to call somebody sociopaths on YouTube. So I'm not calling her a sociopath. But what I am saying is that it would make sense because she's saying something. She has no idea how inappropriate. I think that's crazy inappropriate of what she just said. I kept the windows open so I could breathe in the air of burning tires to show, because it was a touchstone moment with George Floyd. That's the governor's wife. These are the people who are saying Republicans are weird. So it's class as an example of the out-of-touch ruling elite having no idea they said a wrong thing. I mean, doesn't everybody take deep hits off of their inner city fires when they're burning? Doesn't everyone do that? Who wants to join me at the end of the runway at the airport? We could inhale some jet exhaust. Anybody? Anybody up? So her city's on fire. People are protesting and burning stuff down. And she wants to breathe it in. She doesn't want to call the National Guard to stop it. She wants to breathe it in. So move over, Nero. Take your fiddle with you. It's time for a woman to preside over the immolation of our country. She's not even smart enough to be crazy. Hey, if that's what she likes to huff, then I don't even want to know what she bathes in, okay? But I'm sure it has nothing to do with all those missing neighborhood pets. That's all I'm saying. And she definitely doesn't give off a vibe that she's, a victim of mind control. Anyway, that's the weirdest thing. Do you want me to play it one more time? Because I kind of want to play it one more time.
I would say those first days, when there were riots, I could smell the burning tires. And that was a very real thing. And I kept the windows open for as long as I could because I felt like that was such a touchstone of what was happening.
That was a touchstone of what was happening. Okay. That's your future second lady. Your future going to have a first. There'll be a first man, and then there'll be a second lady. I don't know why they talk like that, but that's the terminology they use. Hey, come see us on tour. We'll be in Chicago, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Duluth, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta, Jacksonville, Florida, Tempe, Arizona, and Burbank, California. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for those tickets.